Hello guys and welcome back to another model railway video, and today we are back for another running session. Now I haven't filmed one of these for a while, but I'm deciding that I'm going to do one, and from these two, can you guess what it is? No, it isn't tank engines. Yes, that is a dog barking. Shut up, you imbecile. It is a pre-grouping running session. Now I have 5 locomotives now that are pre-grouping. So I actually did film this before. Before I got the Terrier, but because it was quite low, quite a close time to me getting it, I thought I'll just refilm it when I get the Terrier. So today is all 5 of them. They're in a running session together. I hope you enjoy this, and obviously comment your favourites and any suggestions you have for more running sessions, and obviously subscribe, etc., etc. But let's get to the first running session. So the first two are the Southerners. So we have the Terrier from the LBSC in Improved Engine Green, and we have the Radial tank from the LSWR. Respectively, I think build dates about 1878-ish, 1872, something like that, and then 1885 for the Radial tank, which is obviously pre-grouping, which is 1923. I'll have a look. I think it's 1878-ish for Brighton. Anyway, both of these two are preserved. Actually, 4 of the locomotives that run today are preserved. Only 1 isn't. However, I will also do a preserved running session at some point with quite a lot of locos in that one. There will be. Anyway, so let's get to it. We're going to set the Terrier off first. Now, I will note just before we start that I did go through and clean all of the track and every single coach's wheels because they were filthy, and nearly all of the locos recently, so everything should be clean and working fairly well. Oh, wrong way. Would help if you went the right way. And I also removed the plastic wheels from these green coaches because 3 of the 4 had plastic wheels, so they now no longer have plastic wheels on them. The Terrier and the Adams Radial shouldn't struggle. Well, the Terrier specifically, because it's much weaker loco than the Radial, which is, it's not weak for its size. It's perfectly fine for its size. There's the Adams Radial. There goes the Adams Radial again. I love the colour with the Terrier. There's the Adams Radial, which is definitely one of my favourites by far. It's a beautiful Terrier. Oh dear, what's happened? Okie dokie, I think it's now time to stop the Adams radial. There we go. Going to wait for the Terrier to come round. We'll conclude these two, and then we'll get to the X-Loco. Because I'm going to do the Midland Compound next, I'm going to wait till last to do the Great Western. Because I'm evil. Anyway, so that is the Southern Region locos done. The Terrier and the Adams Radial. So we are going on to a slightly newer loco from the Midland Railway, and I think you know which one this is, but let's get to it anyway. Okay, so the next loco, as you can see, is the beautiful Midland Compound. Now, this is obviously the preserved example, number 1000. This is a limited edition model which came in a train set with the coaches that you can see here. Now, I believe these are quite rare. I know they are limited edition and they are the National Collection ones in miniature, NCIM, and I don't think they produce number 1000 anymore, but I'm thankful to have this one. I think this is definitely one of the rarest, or in fact the rarest locomotive that I have, and I do have City of Truro as well, who is also National Collection of Miniature. He's driving the chair closer to me, who you will see later on after this one has ran. But it is beautiful, as you can see. It's painted into the Midland Railway crimson colour, which is beautiful. I believe it's also the LMS Crimson Lake, which featured later, and it is the only realistic red colour that I have. I mean, I've got the Hogwarts one, but it's not like a realistic proper livery, is it? But I'm starting to get some more colours now, which is a bit more interesting. You can see the Terrier and the Adams over there in the background. I will keep those out there for a thumbnail, which obviously you will have seen. But let's get this underway with the beautiful Bachmann Midland Railway coaches and have a look at this run. So it's a 440, no traction tyres or anything because it's a Bachmann model, and I'm glad. It's very heavy, very powerful, and these coaches are weighty, but does not struggle at all with these three, and it runs at a nice pace. So yeah, we'll watch this go around for a bit. I think this was the most difficult to clean. Well, clean the wheels off, so they're not perfect. Neither are City Truros, because they're so expensive and so delicate. I didn't want them to get damaged, so I had to be careful with them, and I was cleaning them. But yeah, it should be alright. Should be fine. I didn't clean these coaches wheels actually. Should have checked those really beforehand. So coach wheels have been checked, and they're nowhere near dirty enough really. They're really clean. How they get around these coaches is because I like to preserve how beautiful they are and stuff. There's the Midland Compound. Absolutely stunning. I love that one at the back with the windows as well. It's a break, and then the two normal coaches. So they're a bit shorter than standard Mark ones. They're similar sort of size to the Teaks, which I want to show around there. I do not have a pre-grouping LNAR region loco. Don't have any Great Northerners or anything like that. So we'll have to wait for one of those. Oh, sugar. Crashed into an edge about lorry, which is left of the camera. Okay, I think that will be enough for the Midland Compound. There you go. It is beautiful though. Obviously Batman mechanism isn't as good as Hornby ones, however it isn't half bad though. It's not. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as City of Truro's mechanism. But it does run well, and that both of them do. So can't be too bad, can't be that bad really. I know about Truro's square bearings and 3-pole motor, but it does run well, as you will see. So we're going to get to the next two, which are Great Westerners, and then we will conclude this video. But I hope you're enjoying it so far, and obviously I want to know which one you like the best of the lot. I do want to have one LMS logo at the minute, which is this bad boy. I will get some more very soon, don't worry about that. And the collection will grow soon, obviously it will, to quite a lot of logos now. I've ran out of shelf space, but I am going to try my best to build it up over the next couple of years for certain. But anyway, let's get to the final two logos. So we've got the very Great Western set up now. So you can see we've got the other three locos in the siding. We now have City of Truro and the 28XX. Now, a lot of you will think, oh my god, is the 28XX pre-grouping? Yes, it is. The 2884, also known as the 38XX, or the 2884 class, which is very similar, isn't. However, this is pre-grouping. This one was built in 1905 and sadly was cut up in 1959. So this is the only loco that isn't preserved of the 5. City of Truro, as we know, was built in 1903, I think. 1904, I think it says its speed record of 102 miles an hour. And it's going to be hauling the Pullmans. We also have behind 28XX the more sort of Great Western sort of style chocolate and cream coaches. These two at the back were gifted by Kelly Ashford to me, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you, Kelly, for those, as well as the diesels, which you will have seen in reviews previously. But we're going to set the 28XX off first, so let's get this bad boy going. Oh. Start. Oh, sugar. Oh, God. Holy Jesus. Welcome to my world. That's what you get when you get a loco with the DCC chip on DC. Yeah, not the best at starting, but otherwise beautifully smooth and beautiful, as you would expect. Bit loud because it's on DC, not DCC, but I will get a controller. That's my mission. I have to get one this year or early next year because it's imperative that I get one. Those coaches are misbehaving, I think, but I'll keep an eye on those. I'll make sure this runs around for a bit. Keep an eye on those coaches, and then we'll set Truro off. So I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm a bit livid because the 28XX are running fine, but as you can see, it's only got one coach. These coaches don't stay on the track and don't stay coupled with the other coaches. Now I know this one's missing a coupling hook, but with the coupling hook facing that coach doesn't stay on the track. It's frustrating. Anyway, Truro is running around happily with those Hornby coaches. Proof that Batman coaches are a truly horrible design because of the couplings and how the wheels are attached on. With silly screws, and that sometimes the lips that separate them wear away, and basically means that the wheels can turn too much and stuff like that. Basically, the terrible design of coaches. So I would try and avoid Batman coaches because they're not as good as Hornby ones in terms of, and the value is also more. It's the wrong way. Let's go. Hopefully they stay on the track. Oh, they've uncoupled already. They've actually uncoupled already, and that was with 2 coupling hooks. There's no excuses for this. I'm going to get a shot of it while it's working. 1 coach, 2 coach, 3 coaches. Let's see if it uncouples these two again with the coupling hook. Oh, it hasn't done it this time. We have coaches that are staying coupled. Oh my lord, we deserve a round of applause. Oh my god, everybody clap. Look at that bad boy. She's beautiful. I love this one. This is my favourite of the two Great Westerners. I do apologise, Kelly. I love Truro more than like most others, but of the two, of all of the Great Westerns, in fact, it is 2812 that is my favourite because it was the first of the lot that I got. The first premium, expensive, super detailed Great Western locos, and it sort of extended my love for the railway, so that's why. But Truro is beautiful. Value terms, it was 50 quid more than I paid for this bad boy, and this one is more powerful, better motor, DCC fitted, it's got proper wheel bearings, so in value terms Truro was a little bit on the expensive side, but I don't regret it. But yeah, finally the coaches are working fine. We've got some form of actual working coaches and stuff. But yeah, there you go, beautiful two together. Off they pop, up they go. And I like that little light on the back of that coach. I think it makes it really cool. Here comes Truro with the Pullmans. I would have ran Truro with the Batman ones because then it'd have been a Batman loco with Batman coaches. However, she's just not powerful enough to get them up the hill. She slows down a little bit and starts wheel slipping. So I don't want to overdo her. So I always put the more powerful Westerners with those, because Truro looks absolutely stunning with those Pullmans, and they're sort of Great Western coloured, so I don't think it's too bad really in terms of inaccuracy. I know there's a lot of inaccuracies on this railway, but I try and keep stuff simple, so I can just spend my money on locos rather than coaches and rolling stock. However, I do need more coaches and rolling stock, but I don't want to get like loads of Great Western coaches. I'm just going to keep getting more of these chocolate and creams. I think it's just easier that way. That's how I find it a little bit easier. So. But yeah, the Pullmans, need to get some more of those as well. But yeah, it was beautiful. They are beautiful. I've had a lot of disaster with this one, but the loco, which is 2812, is running like an absolute dream. It is a freight locomotive and it's pulling passengers. I've had a very passenger-filled running session today, but I think it's just nicer to run locos with coaches than with freight. So I've decided to run them with freight today, with passengers today. However, 2812 will sometimes run with the freight because it's sort of what it was designed for. But she does look absolutely beautiful with coaches. Right, I think we'll call it a day while we can, before anything disastrous happens. So Truro's just coming in now. Well, 28XXs as well. We'll stop them. There you go. Managed to stop them together. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. I want to know which of these 5 locomotives you like the best. I could certainly probably not tell you, actually, because I love them all. As you can probably see, they are all beautiful locomotives. All pre-1923. And I love them all. But I think the Hornby ones, the 28XX, the Terrier, and the Adams are the 3 I get the most pleasure from, to be honest, in terms of pleasure running. I think they're beautiful. They're the ones I will sit here and watch most of for longer than I would the other 2. Make no mistake, the other 2 are special. They're both limited edition. They're both Bachmann ones. They're both incredibly detailed models. They're limited edition and stuff. But I think the Hornby ones just steal it because the 3 locos, 3 Hornby ones, which all have Beckett mechanisms, by the way, and do ordinarily, well, most of the time run a little bit better. I don't think add up to the same price as the 2 Batman ones combined. So these 2 are about 300 each. between them. And there was 160 with coaches, so let's say that there's 250 between those two. That was 100, got 67 and 80 at the back for the Terrier. So if you sort of think of it that way, they're all beautiful. But if I had to choose one, I think it would be a tie between the Adams and the Terrier, I think. Just because the Terrier is beautiful and the Adams is stupendously gorgeous. But anyway, I can't choose. I don't have favourite. I don't really like having favourites. I think it's cruel. But I want to know what your favourite is in the comments below. Please tell me. I'd love to know what they are. It always fascinates me to interact with the audience and sort of always makes me really happy to see how you're all doing. So, but anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. I know I can be a bore, but never mind. And I'll see you very soon for some more videos.